I've had this feeling for years, and I've gathered the research I need to make a case that I feel is a long time in the making. I think you're wasting your money on vitamin D supplements. The science even alludes to it. Whereas there has been greater clinical and brain MRI activity in established MS, vitamin D supplementation activity remains inadequately investigated. Lower vitamin D levels are associated with increased risk of developing MS. But that's in developing MS, not established MS. People feel there's something there, something more. But nobody has discovered a smoking gun yet. Meaning for them, questions remain. They are right when they say lower vitamin D levels is a sign. I can explain why, if you already have MS, taking vitamin D supplements is frankly useless. You just need to connect the dots. I have, and I can tell you the answer. Hey, it's Steve. I remember back when I was first diagnosed in 2004. Back then, my neurologist strongly suggested I start to take vitamin D supplements. A supplement. I hate that. I hate it. Let me be clear. I'm not saying I hate vitamin D. I hate the supplement. I know many MS patients take huge doses of vitamin D. Now more than ever, I see that as completely useless and ineffective. I started taking vitamin D3 supplements a long time ago. I don't remember when. Must have been at least a decade. In starting to make this video, I was curious about my own D3 numbers. Oh now I do remember when I just stopped taking a supplement. It was right after my last relapse in 2008. I had just had the relapse and I had a gut feeling taking a supplement wasn't doing any good and I was just wasting my money. To address that fact, many attribute MS to low vitamin D, and that's all they can say. I bought a D3 testing kit. It's simple enough. It provides everything to get a drop of blood and a prepaid envelope to mail it back. Then the lab does the analysis and sends me a report to my iPhone. My final result? My D3 levels are in the normal range. I remind you, I don't take a D3 supplement. Since I don't feel my MS any longer, I don't have symptoms, I don't have anything related to MS. Whatever path I'm on, I'm doing something right. I think the path is the result of using an ultraviolet B light every other day and not vitamin D3. With the lamp, what UVB light does that D3 can't do is activate a certain type of cell. They're known as T regulatory 17 cells in the skin that eventually migrate to the rest of the body. I mean, this is why our immune system turns wacky, is it? Sure, vitamin D increases T regulatory cells, and I'm not arguing that, but maybe our genetics needs a little bit more. We need to target and specifically target that T regulatory 17 cell. It is shown that in mice, T regulatory 17 cells have the potential to regulate the development of experimental autoimmune encephalomyelitis, which is the mouse version of MS. It does it through a specific repression of T helper 17 mediated inflammation. So T helper 17, that's the target. To further back up my suspicion, I'll point to this paper. Sure, it's about the colon, but they state my point in a very, very strong, poignant way. Vitamin D interventions might improve vitamin D status, but ineffective for T regulatory 17 cells. Once you invest in the UVB lamp, it's really easy to incorporate into your own life. I maintain an entire playlist just about how to do that. I'll put a link at the end of this video and you can watch it. I stopped taking a supplement in 2008 and only bought my lamp in 2018. 10 years. Maybe I never had low vitamin D. I don't know. My 5 essential elements have changed my life when it comes to multiple sclerosis. And now, adding in Ocrevus infusions have made my MS essentially disappear. It's because it kills the Epstein-Barr virus, the true culprit of MS. And that's the culprit, not low vitamin D. Ever since I posted my recent video about switching to Ocrevus, I have heard so much positive feedback. I hope I can help persuade you and everyone else to switch as well. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Until the next one.